And Saginaw's a team that, you know, they try to stay balanced. Now they have an excellent quarterback, and they have a marquee receiver, and the rest of them are pretty good too. And I think going into the third quarter, net rushing, they were around 40 yards. But they hit us on some long balls. So, you know, in the second half, they caught up with their rushing average. We had to play a little bit softer. And we had plenty of opportunities. We just were inconsistent on offense of, you know, executing, especially in some we had 4 3rd and 4s that we didn't execute. And we had good plays called. We just didn't make the right read and didn't make the right throw. It was a hard-fought game. They're very good. We played well, and we played very hard. We played well in certain phases. You know, we got to get better against the pass and in our one-on-ones, and that's what we're always constantly striving to do. We had some nice player performances, and people wonder, how do you what's your mental state right now? And our players are fighters. Our players are fighters. For instance, we're 3rd to the last series of the game, and it's an uphill battle at that point. And I saw Ziggy tweak his knee, and I pulled him out because I was concerned about where he's at with that. And he was out for 1 series, and he said to me, "Coach, I want to go back in. This is I only have 4 games left, and I want to make every play I can." And I said, "Are you good enough to go in?" He said, "Absolutely." And he went back in. So that's our mindset, and I like that with our players. They're very gritty, and every week we're trying to do something better, something different to gain an edge to get a win. We have some young players that are really, really special people too. You look at Darko's a player. He's doing some very nice things for us. You take a guy like DeAndre Caldwell, our other tailback. He ran really well Saturday. We ran the ball very well against a really good defense. Both Jake and DeAndre in the offensive line did a nice job in that manner. But you look at DeAndre, as well as he does running the ball for us, and he's only a sophomore. We had to play him as a true freshman. He gets better every game, but he's also the best guy we have on kickoff coverage. And he's roaring down there. You're talking about a tailback that's playing his second year of college football, and he's roaring down on kickoff coverage. He's the first one down. He's the most dangerous man, and that's a great attitude. So there's a lot of things going on that give us a chance to have a great future. I haven't seen a tailback do that since I was at CMU and we went to play Virginia Tech. And I don't know if anybody's ever been to Virginia Tech, but when you go play those guys and look at them in pregame, it's like looking at thoroughbreds. They are like elite specimens physically. They had an All-American tailback who was a freshman. He was Player of the Year in Pennsylvania coming out of high school. And I was special teams coordinator at the time also. So not only is the guy an elite tailback, he is roaring down to get all things done in the manner of the good Lord on kickoff. And I've never seen a tailback do that before. And so DeAndre's mentally, he's that kind of guy, and we appreciate that. And so things aren't perfect, but there is a good future here. There is a good future here. So we keep grinding away and try to find a way to get it flipped and get a win, and that's what we do every day. We work, and our players are tough and they're resilient. And so I love that about them. They're fun to work with. They're fun to be on the field with. That's my favorite. Every day, Coach, how you doing? When I'm on the field with the players, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Because we have so much to learn and so much to teach, and you can't give all the new guys enough teaching and enough of a learning atmosphere. They just starve for it. So that part of it's a lot of fun.
You said both quarterbacks played. Is one emerging over the other, or are you guys still gonna?
We're still jumbled, and I think we're going to enter another player into the equation. We're getting Isaiah Wright ready to play, and depending on how he catches up with all the moving parts of his position, he's working hard at it. Isaiah's He can really spin the ball. He's got a very, very nice delivery and throwing motion. And it's just the rest of it getting him caught up. The tailbacks are in great shape. Jake mentioned to me and Coach Maz, this is the first time he's never been sore after a game. And he was pounding on Saturday. So that's a good sign. Usually it takes him a couple days to get back in the saddle just to get through the last game. And last night he was already rolling in there. And DeAndre's healthy. So the tailbacks are in good shape.
What do you know about Lawrence Tech?
Lawrence Tech, a good friend of mine's the head coach there, Jeff Duvendek. I don't know if you're aware, Jeff coached here. Jeff's a Central grad. When he left here, he went to Michigan State and coached. And like I said, he's always been a good friend of mine. They are very well coached. What they do on offense, they replicate Michigan State. So though it may not be real open and real, duck and chuck oriented, what they do is very, very fundamentally sound scheme-wise. They are excellent fundamentally in their scheme. And so they're very good at the power O. They're very good at all the routes that they took from state. They got a nice blunt screen. And they do a very good job with all the gap schemes. And I watch them. They execute very well. They're very well coached. Jeff and the staff, great job putting that together. That's a program that's been up and running for 2 years. So the first year, I'm not positive, but I think it was let's recruit, let's practice, formulate the team, get them started, and then this year they're playing games. And so I don't look at the caliber of their opponents as much as I watch them execute at what they do, and I'm very impressed. It'll be a humdinger. So, we'll get Reiger back this week, and he'll help us on punt team. We're struggling in punt protection, so that's got to get nailed down. I'll move Jack over to Mike, and him and Austin will handle that, and then Darko and Alex will handle the Sams, and we're going to have to play the run excellent. They do a lot of little complementary things off all their base packages that you have to handle, and so we got to get equipped. On defense, they're a 4-3 man free team, so they load the box as much as they can, and so that's what we're getting prepared for.
Ask Kirby. He went from an option to a spread. What are you getting out of Tech?
What's that?
What are you getting out of Tech if you go from an option with Northwood to a spread with Saginaw to what are you getting this week?
They're just like Michigan State. They're a big 11 team, a lot of 21 personnel team. So they'll use fullbacks, they'll use tight ends, they'll throw the Aspen route, they'll throw the orbits, they'll throw the double outs, they'll run the zids, they'll run smash concept. They got a nice little screen package, and they got all their powers and their stretch, and things that are very fundamentally sound. Coach very well.
Is there anything you're going to particularly focus on, really improving this week from the last week? Or?
Yeah, we improve on everything we have to do. That is what we focus on. Okay. Everything we have to do. So as you prepare for this team, you got to prepare for the formations. You got to prepare for all the run schemes. You got to get your fits down. You got to handle all the play action. You got to handle all the route structures. The screen game at times has been a nemesis for us, so that's always a constant go-to. I look at what people have done to us scheme-wise, and maybe people steal it that you're getting ready to play. So, for instance, some of the things Saginaw did to us that they had some success with, well, they might use them too. So not only are you working on covering all the bases that you see from them, but what could potentially show up. And so, and that's what we go on the board and we scheme, and we're trying to keep the game plan as defined and narrow and easy as we can for our young players that are doing a lot of playing, and then some of our older players are making a resurgence. I'm very happy with Austin McCarthy, very happy. He had lost some playing time. When he got his opportunity last week, he made plays. Austin played the best game for Northern that I've seen him play since we've been here. And so as a result of that, he'll get more game time this week.